And boom, boom, bam, we are live. Look at that. Look at that. FOA Customs and Gear. Freddie
What's
is
up, people?
a member for 22 months. Thank you, Freddie. Thank you. Thank you. That's crazy. 22 months. Wow. Woo.
That almost deserves a jig. You know,
I tell
like
you what.
like you can get up and do a jig or something, Stan. You know, hey, maybe you can do. Hey, maybe you need to do a live pull your shorts way up around your chest and do a little jig.
Well, the problem is I barely fit between this and the wall. So
Santa Claus is coming to town.
I'll do a jig from my chair. There we go.
There you go. Hey, what's that? What's that elf joke? It was like, say, look at me, I'm Santa Claus. I can fire elves. Wasn't that what? Wasn't that something like that?
There was something.
It's like, hey, I'm Santa. I think it was an elf, and he had a beard.
Uh-huh.
And then he was like, look at me, I can fire elves.
Oh. So we got 23 awesome people out there right now. And we are, before I just checked before we came on, and we were like 13 people away from 3,333 subs. So
Let's see if we can't get that done.
Gene Tillman's out there. Pontoon Jodi, how's it going? River Rat 3030, how are you? How are you?
Good evening.
Uptown Chrissy Brown, hope you're feeling better. Mick Whiskers, good to see you, my friend. Oh, I guess Stand 3 came in. They're not quite home yet.
Yeah, good looking logo there too, Stand 3. Looking sharp, man.
Oh, the S3 fishing, yes.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
crap,
nice.
I don't.
SS.
Yes, but his logo is S3. Boom, boom, bam. 922 is out there. Fisherman Sid, how you doing? Welcome in. Sampy's out there. Dave G, what's up, my friend? Mike Sampson. Chris Flores checking in from YouTube. I mean, from YouTube. I tried
Facebook.
the Facebook thing over there, and lo and behold, look, we're getting posts there. So that's pretty cool. And now he's over here joining us in YouTube chat there. Thank you, Chris. We appreciate that. Mr. Rogers, good to see you. Mr. Tully, I think we're caught up. We got 30 awesome people out there. We are getting closer and closer to CatCon. Can't believe here it is December already. Almost a third of the way through December already. And there's Fishing for Whiskers. How's it going, Rhonda? Backlash Fisherman, how you doing?
What do you really?
Okay, so there we go. I put the link out in chat. There, it went twice.
Of course it went twice.
Donald Long, how's it going?
Hey, Donald.
So I know tomorrow morning is going to be day 2 of the, what was the tournament even called on Brian B's? It was the surprise partner.
Surprise partner.
So you're only allowed to weigh 2 fish. Don V Fishing, good morning. Good morning. Whew. I'm so used to doing STANday.
Maybe it's JG throwing you off.
Appreciate that. That's pretty cool. I was setting it up, and I finally tried to see if I share it out on Facebook, see how that would work, and so far it seems like we're getting a couple of people in. What's up, buddy?
All right. Getting some Facebook share outs.
That's awesome.
Said I'll make you famous.
There's Sampy out there saying hello, JG.
Yeah, hey Sampy.
So JG, you did pretty well last week, and it was the 2 fish. I think that's what the interesting part was
Mm-hmm.
with some people.
Yeah, so you're out there trying. So the rules were catfish regulator. It was his tournament, but Brian B was hosting it, and you needed to. You could only so you had a partner. They spun the wheel and hey Mountain Dew, and you have a boat angler and a bank angler paired up, and each angler could catch two fish, and if you weighed the fish you had to keep it. So if you didn't weigh it and you could throw it back, and then you could wait and catch another. So that was a pretty big decision that you wouldn't think would be that complicated, and you wouldn't want to overthink it. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're going to try to get a total bag of four fish for the team, I mean, you want to get some pretty hefty fish. I'm saying, you 20 pounders and over would be good. And so, I could never, I mean, I landed a 50 pound fish and weighed it. And I had caught two fish prior to that might have been 2 pounds, 3 pounds. I
Yeah.
mean, it was like, and then, so, and then the bite went off. I got in a bunch of fog and I had to go to the side of the lake. So I didn't fish for about 20 minutes. It was on and on and on. And then, the other anglers that were out there were having to make, I mean, there were some anglers out there throwing back 24-pound fish, trying
Yep.
to make a decision. And when it all boiled down to it, the team that won, it was by 8 ounces. 64 pounds is what we had. And then the other team was Fish Sizzle and Doug, which was fishing on Kerr Lake from the bank, is 64.8 ounces.
Crazy.
So, I mean, that's a nail biter because I mean, Fish Sizzle and them caught that last 20-pounder right at 3 minutes to go. They pulled a
Wow.
stand. They pulled a stand. In case y'all don't know it, Stan has won more tournaments in the last 10 minutes than anybody I ever seen.
What's up, Hasbro? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope all's going well. Let's see. Hey, we had somebody in the basement. I've never seen them before, so I can't pop you up without being able to see who you are.
Yeah, better hold off on that one.
I've seen some on some other shows where it good to see everybody out there. Yeah, and I know like you said, and you had caught those few right before, maybe what, 20 minutes left, but the same thing. They weren't
No.
but and the other thing that you got to think about is there's a whole nother
tournament
tomorrow. The second day of the tournament is tomorrow. So
Yeah. So you're trying to go big or go home. That's the whole idea of it. I mean, if you're going to win, you want to, you need to play with some 20-pounders at least. I mean, but that tournament could have went either way. It just depended on the rules, If we were just weighing fish, that'd have been a totally different team, win. If you're just weighing fish.
yeah. Size Matters is out there. What's up, Andrew? How you doing? All right, 922.
So I'm hearing from this tournament for tomorrow that a lot of the anglers like Danny Stone's going to be out there. A couple other anglers. I think Mike Greenwell has backed out, and Catfish Hunter has taken his place. Mike
Yeah.
Greenwell was on a roll. He was catching some 80s and 75s, and congratulations to his brother for that 75. That's a nice fish. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is there's some bad weather coming in the Midwest. So you've got, you got some lightning, storms and stuff coming in. So I don't know the forecast exactly for everyone's area. Of course, I wouldn't. But the main thing is that everybody, everyone that goes out and fishes these tournaments, you want to be safe. And I know you want to get out there, and you know you want to earn points, and but we have to be safe. And I'm sure that everyone that's out there that's fishing tomorrow will make that decision for themselves and make a good decision. Is that teeny tiny in the background?
That was actually one of the twins.
Oh, goodness.
That was actually one of the twins there.
Yeah, I think Greg told me hello earlier. Greg Burgess. Hello, Greg. Appreciate you, man. I've seen you a lot in chats here lately.
So we got Shad Daddy out there, Big Wrench Catfish, and Has hanging out with us tonight.
That's nice. Lance McCoo guy.
Yeah, we pretty much go no matter what the weather. We've been known to fish in snow and rain
and even play a little Frogger with the boat going across.
Yeah. What's up, Devin? How you doing? Good to see you, my friend.
Do they know that game, Stan? Frogger.
I don't know. That's a kind of old school.
That's oh Lord, we wouldn't want to talk about old people stuff, would we?
With the logs coming down the river.
Yeah.
There's Dustin's out in chat. So Dustin,
Dustin.
When is the last night? Has it been the last night of the Flathead Challenge yet?
So they're fishing tonight.
Yeah, well, they're gonna fish. Hey, I tell you what, the Facebook thing is working pretty well there. That's I've seen a bunch of people. There's Amy.
Hey.
You get a lot of people that come in that do the Facebook thing. That's pretty cool.
The Facebook.
Yeah, I know the Facebook. I'm showing my age right there, calling it. Yeah, that Facebook stuff.
You know what I'm talking about.
John Boy's catfishing. How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah. Say, who you calling? Oh, don't be messing with Steve.
That's right. That's right. All right. Yeah, he thinks it's over now. They're just doing fishing from now until the spring. So she's still going to be doing the live fishing on Friday nights. It's just the actual Flathead Challenge part isn't going to be back up until the springtime. That's what I thought. I didn't remember if she had called it yet or not. But
so explain that to me one more time, Stan, because it says here just flathead fishing from now until spring, I believe.
Yeah, so Jodi does the Flathead Challenge on Friday nights at 9.
Right.
Ooh,
but she counts other fish, or lets people count other fish. Right.
Yeah, so I think Dustin was just saying they're just going to be fishing. It's just fishing from now until spring.
Oh, okay.
They'll probably keep points and stuff too for whoever shows up, but it's not the official Flathead Challenge where you get the extra points for this and that.
Oh, okay. So everybody's having fun.
We're just not keeping score. Yeah, so still be fishing on Friday nights. It's just going to be unless folks want to. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
40 bucks people out there.
As long as James gets the cowbell mounted, we'll be good.
That's right. That's right. Because y'all know we need more cowbell.
More cowbell. That's a fact, Jack.
Yeah, I love it. Got a lot of Louisiana people in here. John Boys and Greg B.
And John Boy down there in Louisiana.
Sure is.
He down there with that filet.
That's
what Creole says, that filet.
It's actually a seasoning, but
a filet is a seasoning. Oh. That's good.
There's filet and filet. There's filet and
Oh,
filet.
it's filet mignon. Well, that's cool. There's a lot of good recipes came out of Louisiana. And I'm sure there's been a few big fish too.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, Big Wrench. Can't forget Big Wrench. She's out down there also.
Big Wrench is down there. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. He got fish with Creole the weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was that last Sunday?
Was it last week?
Last Sunday, maybe? I
Might
don't
have
remember.
been.
2 weeks ago, maybe.
205 is out there. What's up, 205? Good to see you. So yeah, so tomorrow should be interesting. It's on Brian B's channel tomorrow. I think it starts at 9.
Yep, 9 to 2 Eastern Standard Time.
Well,
Brian B. Catfishing.
I've seen this guy back there before. I don't know. Boom, boom, bam. What's up, Freddie?
What's up, everybody?
Hey, Stan, somebody cut the moose loose.
Yeah.
The moose is loose. Hey,
Look,
Freddie, I got to work on my mohawk, man.
it's candy cane season, as you can tell.
Oh, Freddie's jacked up on sugar.
That's right. Sugar and peppermint.
Yeah, that's what it is. Hey, the mohawk's coming back, Freddie.
Well, mine's so
coming
long
back.
it don't want to stay straight. It wants to.
It's coming back, man.
It's flopping over on the sides, but hey, it's all
Hey.
good.
Hey, you get you some paint and paint that black or purple or whatever when you go to CatCon. You'll have all the kids watching you. Here, hey, yeah, the kids will be going by and they'll be pointing at Freddie, and they'll be like, hey, Dad, look at that guy. And then Freddie be like, come here, kid, and hold this rod right here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to let mine grow in a little bit.
That's right.
So
I told Stan the other day he need to get a mohawk.
We are super busy here at the FOA headquarters.
You come
Well,
boards and getting things together for CatCon already. We're what 2 months out, but 2 months goes by really fast if you're a business owner. So
Hey, look at there. Look at there.
Smith.
Hey, did you have a good birthday? I hope she had a good birthday.
And there's Tiny Smith.
Hey, Tiny.
And there's Itty Bitty Smith.
Itty bitty and tiny. Itty bitty. Oh, Lordy.
Oh, look at you, Hannah. You got it down. She's got it down already, doesn't she? All right, say goodbye.
Say bye-bye.
Say goodbye. Look.
Bye-bye.
Now she's not going to wave.
You see her holding her nose? Stan must be stinking. Stan must be stinking.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well, I have to do this.
Lord.
I have to do this because you see the question there. And Sid, that is one heck of a carp right there. Look at that thing. That thing is crazy looking. But he asked, what's the biggest fish that I've ever caught and whereabouts? Well, it was not too far from my house right here on the James River where I caught this 222-pound sturgeon.
yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
The studio was full here. The studio.
Hey, and by the way, Freddie made that plaque for you.
That's right. That's right. Are you still doing the wood burnings and stuff, Freddie?
Freddie's got the killer laser machine over there.
Let's see. Are we still doing wood burnings?
Hey, look at, does that answer your question?
There you go. All right.
He's got them stacked up.
We got black and white crappie there's catfish. We got black and white crappie we're doing for CatCon. We got bluegill we're working on for CatCon. And
nice.
of course, all 3 of the big cats for CatCon. Oh, but since I am on full screen, I do have a surprise. Stan 3 a couple weeks ago was showing off some long green skinny line that looks like this, right?
Yeah.
He was showing people how you take it, learn it through your spook. And what it does is it holds your line where your line won't slide, so you don't have to use tape or bead stops or anything anymore. So, well, guess what? We now have it in house. We are cutting it and prepping it for packages, and we've got every color you need: yellow, green,
Wow.
orange,
Oh,
red,
that's
pink,
awesome.
black, and white. And what we're going to do is it's going to come in 6 little pieces of 6 inches a piece. So this is 1 6-inch piece. This is a 4-inch Nina Ninja spook. So as you can see, it runs all the way through, gives you a little bit on each end, but you can run it all the way to the top right there. And see, now you've got about 1.5 inches that you can push it down to your hook. So you got a little bit of difference.
So
But
so
really don't have to
the
run it.
line slides through that too.
Yep. And so you can actually run it just through 2 hooks instead of all through loops. And now you got a longer piece if you want. So there's many options to using that. But Stand 3, I sent him some to test, and that was one of the best ideas he come up with. So we ordered all the colors since we make
Wow.
Nina Ninjas in every color, and our Bright Bite hooks come in every color. So we'll have those hopefully available here in the next couple weeks. And like I said, it'll be 6 pieces, 6
Mhm.
6-inch pieces in a pack, just like that with a little label. So look out for
Well,
that.
and you know too, you know, with that idea right there, Freddie, was if I know a lot of anglers that will, you know, slip their lines
Mm-hmm.
through that spook, you know, from the top eye, the middle eye, the bottom, and then I've heard, you know, some anglers talk about once you put a big fish on there and you're pulling against the fish is pulling against you. Sometimes you'll get that line will break. It'll get mashed right there on those eyes of those spooks, and that whole process that you're doing right there may actually alleviate that worry.
Yeah, it takes all the tension off the line right there. You
Yeah,
know, you
and
still
that's
got
what
your
that's
bends and
for.
stuff, but
Yeah.
you got a rubber coating basically on top of your line,
Yeah.
so you
Hmm.
can
So
use big hooks like these to catch those big
Oh,
fish.
is that what that is?
You know,
yeah.
that's my size, 14-aught hooks. You know, that's
Oh
all.
my God.
Baby, my Facebook can't skip it live now.
Hey, Freddie, I can't use those. They'll sink my boat.
Well, I know you only use like 4-aught and number
Yeah.
2, maybe a number 5 here or there, but
Yeah.
hey, it works. A number 5 costs you
Well, I have to admit, I put in an order the other day, a couple of weeks ago. Hey, Mr. Crowley, come to see me. Put in an order from get me some FOA gear, get your weight up. And I just happened to get me some 8-aught hooks from FOA Gear the other day.
Boom,
what?
boom,
Got some
bam. There you
bright
go.
bites. I got me a new rod. Wait a minute.
Woo. There's my cousin Michael out there. What's up? What's up, cuz? How's it going? He's out there. Freddie, we got to get him hooked up with Lyle. He's out there in by that Missouri River out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
don't slide
so a
up
lot
and
of people,
down.
you know, with the spooks, a lot of people didn't want to put the tape and didn't want to have to put all the beads on the front to
Yeah.
stop it and stuff. So they were just using peg posts. They want the spook because the rattle, but they just weren't using it because of that. But so that alleviates that. So you know, dollar or two for these, and then you get you some spooks, and now you back to having your rattle on there. So
There's
Hey,
his
look,
fish.
Stan. I'm moving up in the world.
Woo! The get 'em hooks. Those are some
Those are
great hooks right
they
there.
were absolutely get our done. And these here, I don't you've never seen these before, have you?
I may have seen them a time or two.
Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Don't
I'm-
you think? Don't
we
you think for a minute that Freddie won't take care of you, brother? You FOA, get your weight up.
we may have caught a fish or two on those.
Look,
maybe just
Freddie felt sorry for me. I got some 6-aughts.
Hey, I tell you what, the 6-aughts. If you're going for, Stand 3 will laugh at me, and everybody remembers me with
Mhm,
the targeting fish. Like if you're going out to catch numbers of fish, and
mhm.
you're using like chicken livers and baits like that, and you're gonna go out and just catch some channel catch. You want to take your kids out, have some fun, and catch a bunch of fish. 6-aughts are a great hook to use.
thanks,
Mhm.
Steve.
Uh-oh, I
Hey,
must have missed something.
Oh, Steve Douglas is in here, and you say he's digging the Mohawk tonight. So
yeah. So
we might have something special for CatCon to do with the Mohawk. You know.
I told you he's going to attract kids doing that. That's what he's doing.
Well, and
Hey, Stan, check it out. So this hook right here. This is a
there you go.
5/0. This is the hook that I caught that 50-pounder on.
Yeah.
And everybody laughed at me. Said I was using an ultralight rod.
We weren't laughing at you. We weren't laughing at you, JG. We were pulling for you out there.
Hey,
We got
I don't fish the James River, man. I don't need the hooks this big.
yeah. I know that's we tend to do that big stuff, and 80 or 100-pound leader line, 80 at a minimum.
Yeah.
But you never know when you're going to get that. When you've got the possibility of having 100+ pound fish every time you go out, that's the way I think about it. But
well, listen, while I've got this little, I've got a whole bunch of other stuff here.
Let me just shout out some more people. Like I said, we got Steve Douglas in the house. Catfishing with Kaz made it in. 54 awesome people out there. Speaking of Steve Douglas, as always, the Catfish Conference link is out in the description. If you have not got your tickets yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. You can use code 2stands there, but you go to catfishconference.com. Like I said, the link is out in the description. Get your hotels, get your tickets. You don't want to miss it. It's
not only for just catfishing, you got crappie fishing as well. But what goes in hand with crappie, your bluegill, so the stuff that you catch crappie on, you can also catch bluegill on. So it's not just for crappie fishermen, it's bait fish, pan fishermen. So if you fish in general, you should come to the Catfish and Crappie Conference because there's going to be something there for everyone.
That's right.
Like these super grubs that we just got in, FOA's got brand new grubs. We've got minnows coming in. We've got all kind of funky little lures that we've got in now that we're working on getting ready to throw on the site. And of course, everybody's favorite, just your simple little grub, just a simple little curly-tail grub. We got those now.
Wow, what a night. Now we got Patriot James out there. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
Patriot James is right down the road from me.
Really? Well, if you haven't tried out a Patriot James, if you haven't tried out the Patriot James floats,
the Ghost float.
The Ghost float, there you go. Those are awesome.
Here's some weights. FOA dragon weights. Get you some.
Angel Honeycutt, what's up from the husband and wife team from St. Louis, Missouri. Always great to see the Honeycutts out there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, thank you, Steve. I know y'all work extremely hard to put on an amazing show. And for everybody that does show up, if you have a question, feel free to stop anybody and ask them. If we're there, the vendors, the people from YouTube, that's what we're there for. That's what we love. We love nothing more to stand there and talk about catfishing. And I know at the FOA booth, I'm going to try to get there a little bit more this year.
Here you go, Stan.
There it is.
That is it.
Yeah.
We got Mr. Duggar out there.
Patriot,
there it is.
Patriot float. Wait a minute. Let me get that right. It's called a ghost float. Look, it's even got a light on it.
Yes.
You just turn it off.
If you want to suspend some live bait behind the boat over structure, those are the best floats out there to do it with. I've got my own, our own FOA stuff, but I use my Patriot Ghost floats for suspending live bait behind the boat, actually dragging straight behind the boat. I love those things, and you can use them at night because they got the light.
Yeah, the light.
I know what some people do is the ones that got the clips on it will float, get their bait up and float it down to right in front of structure or whatnot, and then give it a yank and drop it off so it comes undone from the clip, and have it drop right where they want it. So there's a bunch of ways to use it.
Yes, and the batteries run forever.
Oh, forever.
And they're the little round watch batteries. So you can buy a 15-pack, 20-pack of them for $2 or $3 when they do finally run down.
Well, we hope you're doing well. It's really great to see. I miss seeing you on YouTube, so it's glad that you stopped in. Freddie got him a big booth this year.
Well, with all this brand new FOA gear and stuff, this office barely fitting my stuff in it now. So we had to upsize from we went from a 10 by 20 last year to a 20 by 20. So double the space. And we got some prime real estate. We're on a corner and we're close to the back entrance, and you can see us straight down the aisle from the front entrance. So prime real estate where we're going to be at.
And there's as far as wood burning, there's a no script versus bait shop that was taken at CatCon. So you get to people that you only get to see once a year. The people are from across the country. Yeah, there's my other cousin. There's Evan out there. What's up, Evan? I should have put this on Facebook a long time ago. Got all these great people coming in from Facebook. There's Monty Sheets. How's it going, Monty? Speaking of CatCon, I believe Monty's going to be there.
Oh, and while Patriot James is in here, I just wanted to give him a huge shout out. I know his wife Donna had posted on Facebook earlier today that he was the Caesar Masonic Lodge Mason of the Year this year.
Oh,
all
so
right.
Congratulations
on that. I know that's a huge honor, and we love you, brother.
Wow, that's quite impressive.
Yeah.
Quite impressive.
So, James, so I just live and James will know where this is. I live in Shelby, so I'm only like 20 minutes from him.
Yep.
Well, Sid, you should hear of him. Those Patriot James. You can look it up. It's online. Patriot James.
Yeah.
Ghost floats. Somebody could drop the link in there, I'm sure. Oh, New Year. We'll have new floats with new lights. That's awesome. Lance, cool guy. Yeah, I've never heard one person have any negative thing to say about the Patriot James floats. Let's see. I know I was missing some stuff here. Yeah, there's so many different. You'll get them in, just like a lot of the different stuff. We've been blessed that we've been doing this stuff with Freddie, and you see Freddie gets a bunch of different gear in, and man, we love getting to test some of that stuff and get to use some of that stuff. What's that? I say stuff, but the tackle and the micro grubs, they were awesome. You talk about catching bluegill. They are amazing. Bluegill, sunfish. I lump them all under bluegill. A pumpkin seed, green sunfish. To me, they're all bluegill.
Redfin.
Yeah, all of them. But those little things there, that green son of a gun. I'm bad with the name. I gotta study back up on the names again. The super slide. We love the super slides. There's so many things, and I saw.
Not that I've got them all laying all over by me. There's the black and the green super slides.
And there you go. And just an FYI, just another use for that. If you got a fountain soda with the straw in it, and you happen to damage your straw, you can use those as a straw. I have done it before.
And I posted James's Facebook link to Patriot Custom Floats, but he said his web page is down right now. So check him out on Facebook. Hit him up through Messenger if you're interested in getting his stuff. He sure would appreciate it. North Carolina made, handmade by James himself. So
we had a
quality. Like I said, they are the best floats that I've used for behind the boat and for me suspending. And like I said, putting a live bait right on top of that structure, letting it float back with a little bit of current, it's the perfect float for that.
And
there have been many monsters caught on it.
Austin from Takedown Rod Holders was in. How's it going, Austin? Another one that's usually at CatCon. And that's what's great. One of the other great things about CatCon is not only do you get to go and actually get these products if you haven't tried them before. You know, you've seen them on YouTube and TikTok, Facebook, all this. You've seen them out there, but once you get them in your hands, and you can actually look at them. Matter of fact, the FOA, the double Y rod, you know, that's one of the products out there that people say, I don't know, it's a, you know, they're thinking the 5 or 6 foot rod. And at CatCon, Epic got to see it and actually bought 2 of them just because of Freddie having it there on display with 32 ounces of lead, I think, suspended.
Yeah.
And it was just off the floor and
Not
barely
to, not to
moving.
mention they, you know, what, a month ago, Epic and Sean were out fishing, suspending 24 ounces in a big old sucker head that was that big around, and caught that estimated 90-pound blue on that 6 foot FOA rod in that Mississippi
Current.
8-mile, 20-mile-an-hour current, whatever you want to call it.
Absolutely, Sid. You could use those. Those would be great for that, for pike fishing. Absolutely. We used to use a lot of big shiners back up in New York State and upstate New York, and they would have been perfect for that, because you can use them in many different ways. You can put the bobber stop on there. You can use a clip, so you can clip it at a certain, you know, sort of like your
Depth.
pointer
Yep.
boards. So
Yep.
there's.
It's got a free clip on it and a planer board clip like this, you know, with the little nipple on it, so you can. That's the same clips that are on them, so you can clip it, pull it behind the boat with it on the back of the nipple, or you can put it right on the edge, like Stan said, and let that bait float back to where you want it, and pull it, and it'll pop, and that bait will drop straight down where you want it. And Stan, I shared the thing. I don't know if you can pull that screen up where I hit shared screen. I don't know if you can pull that up or not.
I can't just on my phone.
Oh, you're on your phone.
Yeah. What did you I'm working on it though, Freddie. I'm working on it.
That's
Can
all
you
right.
He's moving on up.
I don't know if you can. Hey, there's Carolina Catfish. Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah.
Well,
We've got some.
I clicked the share, so it's in the basement.
Oh, let's see. Oh, there we go. That I can do.
So there you go. If everybody wants to know what the expo looks like for in 2024, this was the 2 day ago update from Steve. Here's the main entrance up here. Well, we can look. We can even zoom in. Here's the main entrance where you got to come in. You got Catch a Fever, Catfish Clothing, Triple City, Takedown Rod Holders is right there. And if you look right back here, FOA is right here. The back entrance comes straight to it. But as you come in through the main entrance, we're there. The influencer space has been flagged for here. So right beside Tackle Bandit this year, we're usually over here in the corner. But we moved, Steve and them had to move some stuff around. So you got the Catfishing Academy for kids. They have a space now. But yeah, we've got prime location right in the middle as you come in the back entrance. If you come in the front, right past the boats, you'll be able to see us. So we've got, like I said, we went from a 10 by 20 like this size to a 20 by 20, and we're on the end cap. So you got us there. And I see Monty's in here, guard dog right down here, down at the other end. And you've got one stage here, and you got the secondary stage here. This stage over here on the right is where we have the Golden Whiskers Award. Well, we've had them in the past, but as you can see, there's very few open spots left. There's a couple down here and a few here, but pretty much it's full. Mainly your crappie stuff is over this way.
What they've done in the past was the crappie stage was to the crappie section was to the left, and the rest was catfish. But
there you go. So if anybody wanted to know what it looks like, and if you look, most of these up front, like Catch a Fever, that's I think a 30 by 60 booth. Catfish Clothing I believe theirs is a 20 by 30. You know, so these booths are decent size, but if you can look, there's 6 to 8 to 10 different vendors everywhere you go. You got to mention Steve and Monster Rod Holders. They're down here in the corner where they always are. I always
Yeah.
have to go by there because I always buy me at least 1 or 2 rod holders every time I go. Even though I've got like 14 on the boat, I still buy more.
Yeah.
Yep.
We love our monster rod holders. And do not wait. If you're going there to get a net, you're going there to get your hydro web, go get it when you get there.
Michael asked what kind of laser I've got for my wood burning. Well, let me see. I can't really get close up to it, but it's just a little small desktop wood burner right there. And I just finished this one that just got done. So we can do, I've got a double size board on it, so I can actually do about a 10 by 10 size now. I used to only do about a 5.5 by 5.5, but I'm up to where I can do a decent size 10 by 10. I think it might even go up to 10 by 12 now. But it's called a Yora. I think it's the 38 Yora 3018. But you can find, they're not that expensive, $200, $300. It'll do what most people want to do, like burn pictures and stuff
Yeah,
like
like I
that.
said, that's just awesome. And then, stuff like this, when Diane and I won the couples challenge last year.
Yep.
This year, not so much. But we'll be back. Uncle Jeep wants to know where's the location of the bacon booth.
It's actually included with the FOA booth because that's where the bacon maple donuts that Uncle Jeep always gets us. They have to come that way for some reason. I don't know.
I was going to say it was going to be in the front row at the stage.
If that does work out like that with the influencer booth is scheduled to be, that's pretty cool because then you get to see a lot of the oh my gosh, the speakers.
Yep. Yeah, being right there at the corner of the thing, if that's where it's going to be, that'd be great.
Michael said nice. He's got an X Tool 10 watt and a 60 watt JPT multiple fiber laser.
That thing sounds fancy.
Yeah, like I said, that's my cousin from out west. So he's got he's into all that stuff, hunting, fishing. He grew up with us, so
Danny.
I know. Mr. 3 million over there. Hey, there's James Cool Cat's fishing.
Hey, James.
Well, it depends. I'm going to be spending as much time as I can at the FOA booth. Last year we walked in the door. I went to say hello to Hervé, and
you got pulled away.
Hervé was just going nuts. I'm like, I just stayed right there, and then brought in extra hands with Dustin. But and then on, let's see, Saturday, right? I think we did it on Saturday. Was it Friday or Saturday? Well, anyways, I think it was Saturday. The hosting the catfish cook-off. I'm
Yeah.
pretty excited about that.
Yeah, you're doing that again, right?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Definitely looking forward to that. There you go, Gun Engraving. He does a lot of. I was trying to think of the bullet manufacturer you work. Hornady, I believe.
But yeah, and then I've got like 4 airbrush kits down there to paint all the Nina Ninjas with and all that stuff. It's just crazy in here. 2 3D printers, 2 wood burners.
Fish and Fever says, I didn't book a hotel room because I'm sleeping at the FOA booth. Hey, you got the bigger booth this year, at least. If you got that little boat, man, nice little blanket and a couple of pillows, and that might just work out.
Oh my God. Don't give people ideas.
What time is it? That's the only thing about this. I'm still learning this Apple phone. 8:47 on the Android. The time was up in the corner. Oh, there we go. I can just swoop down. There we go. All right. You got to figure all these things out on these
Yeah, man.
these newfangled devices.
You gotta learn, it's old people.
There's Greenwell. We were talking about Mike earlier with being on the been on that amazing streak with the 80 and the 75.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess Greenwell backed out. I didn't know if it was because of the weather or I mean, I'm trying to be nosy, but I'd heard that and that Catfish Hunter was taking his place.
Yeah, if I'm not
Missy
mistaken,
Kennedy.
when we talked to Chad last night on the show, and I want to say there were heavy rains, wind, all that stuff
Yeah.
around that area. So
Yeah, I was mentioning that earlier in the show, Freddie, about in the angler, excuse me, the anglers having some bad weather and lightning. Austin, I don't know yet.
Missy Kennedy said, and you're going to wish you had stayed with an Android, Stan.
Android was holding the show up. We had to change gears.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but if anybody else, there's still a shot. There's still a chance that we can get in there tomorrow. I think because they tried to get us to come last week and we couldn't. 3D printer. Right? Yeah, Freddie had to build his whole new office outside.
yeah, I had to buy a 10 by 20 building. It's flat full. I need another one now.
And
hey, Freddie, I've got something in my shop I need to send you. I'll get up with you about that later.
Okay.
It's a compressor, airbrush compressor.
Okay.
and let's see. That was, it seems like it was just yesterday, but that's been over a year now, hasn't it?
We are a year old as of 3 days ago. I think December 5th we hit our 1 year mark. So yes, we are officially a 1 year old company.
Oh.
So 4 more years and I'll make profit.
I thought it was 12,
Well,
but maybe.
Well, they say a small business, a startup, it takes 5 years.
At least 5 years.
For you
as
still
good.
see real profit. But we do make money, but I turn around what we do make and dump it right back into business with all these new products and all this new stuff,
Yeah.
to keep growing the business, and that's the biggest thing. People don't understand. Yeah, you're making all these boards and selling all these boards. You should be loaded, Freddie. Well, no, because that board money went right back into buying more supplies for boards, plus buying new supplies. And then, of course, got to keep the power on in this building. It don't run by for free. So
that's right.
Yeah, I should have done this Facebook thing a long time ago. I'm glad I had my cousins come in tonight and some other great people. That's awesome. Yeah, Missy's been messing around with this fat man, cooking all this great stuff and then sending pictures. Oh my goodness. I almost ate my phone the one night. And wait a minute.
What was that? It was an apple pie, apple turnovers.
Oh my gosh. And then she was making these like the logs. You put the sheet, you make a big sheet, like a sheet cake, and then you put the cream filling in it and you roll it up and the powdered sugar. Oh my gosh. And banana bread and oh man.
I was wanting a banana nut muffin this morning. Now I'm gonna have to go buy some. Hey, Stan,
like, here be it. You choose.
Hey,
but yeah,
nobody's ever had that problem before, have they? Where you see a commercial on TV and it's like a big juicy hamburger or a big old hot dog, and you got to go out and buy it right now.
Absolutely.
No, I've never done that. Never.
Yeah, me neither. And now, now it's even worse because all you got to do is go. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, that.
Here I am giving my age. They don't even make that noise, but you got to pretend like it's making noise. Like that.
You don't even have to leave the house; they just bring it right to you.
Oh, and somebody was asking earlier. Yes, we still have pre-tied rigs. The S3 Recon.
Yeah, I was looking on the website the other day. It was like I had a little low stock. Looks like you stocked back up.
No, we're very low. There's only a handful left, and then the Tracer rig, well, the Recon, which is basically your Carolina rig with some rattles, and then you've got your tracer rig, which is your 2-hook rig with a peg float or spook with a rattle and 2 hooks. But we are getting low stocked on them. We got like 2 more packs of each in there. So I did find them, Stan. I couldn't find them for like a day. And
Now, where did I put those?
I don't know. I had to look for them.
We call those senior moments.
Those rigs there, Stan 3 has caught a lot. That is the rigs that he uses. That's how he sets them up when we're out there fishing. And I guarantee he's caught a ton of 50s and 60s on those rigs right there. Of course, the big.
For Jeep, our bacon guy, I am wearing his shirt today.
There you go. Yeah, when I met Jeep at CatCon a couple years ago, he had his hat turned around like that and came up and he's like, excuse me, do you think they sell sturgeon stuff in there? And I hadn't met or seen Jeep yet or even heard his voice, so we're of course I gotta, hey, how's it going? Boom, 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 and start talking, and you don't know who I am, do you? And then when he turned around and it had the CJ, I'm like, oh, Jeep. Mike Costello, how's it going? Man, it's been quite the night.
Yeah, I figured I might as well jump in tonight, taking a break. My hands are hurting. I've been making so many getting boards ready and the aluminum prepped on them. So I figured I'd stop for tonight and come in here and hang out.
Well, I'm awful glad to see you, Freddie. Y'all just want to see a killer rod? Check this out. Let's see if I can get my camera to work.
Outdoors Addiction. What's up, Jesse? Woo!
Check out that, man. Check out that reel seat. Now that thing's reversed. So this is different.
Yeah, the nuts are on the top instead of the bottom, and what it does is it helps hold it in a lot better and reduces the chance of it loosening up on you.
You got EVA handles. This rod is 6 foot. And this one,
it says 1 to 8 ounces, but we know it holds more than that.
Yeah, it'll cast a lot more than that very easily too. But
we just go by the industry standard for a medium power rod.
Yeah, so 10 to 40 pound line and 1 to 8 ounces. But what a great rod, man! Look at these line, the guides.
Stainless steel.
Yeah, they're manufactured very well. About the only thing, and we've seen Austin. First of all, we've seen Stan 3 catching many monsters on them. You've seen me catch a few of them on it, even. Mm-hmm. You've seen Austin ram it into Austin and Stan 3 out there ram it into a buoy. You've seen Dustin try to come in and ram Austin's boat and break it like that, and it just didn't work. About the only thing that can break an FOA rod is the gosh dang United States Postal Service.
They can get her done. I think they broke Austin's, and then it's not the first time they broke it.
No, they've broken about a dozen.
Wow.
And it's crazy because Freddie packs them well. They have cardboard tube and bubble wrap and there's Austin USPS socks.
Yeah, and I think Austin mentioned one time that video where he run the rod up into the buoy, that was one of his most watched videos too back then, but I'm sure he has others that are
and if you're breaking ground, you can break one in the door handle,
Oh yeah, that too.
Try to take off with it still on the door and slam the door on it. It'll break.
54 awesome people out there. Mike Costello Outdoors. He's been doing a bunch of hunting this year, so check out Mike Costello Outdoors. I'm sure he still does a little fishing. Bugman there's Bugman. 22 out there. He's been doing the Friday morning show when John Parker hasn't been real-time catfish and hasn't been able to do it. So you can check that out on Friday mornings. Freddie, what else you got going on here? I think that's enough, but
Yeah. Well, let's see. Making sure we get our online orders taken care of as quickly as possible. Making sure we keep our stores that we're in full, which has been the toughest problem lately. Keeping these new planer boards in the stores. I mean, I'm having to go to three or all four of my local stores every week and restock them just about. So that tells you how much the locals like our planer boards. You know, the mediums, the larges, and even the smaller ones now for the crappie and pan fishing. You know, they're flying off the shelves. Like I said, I've got foam cut for 30 sets of each size that we'll have made up probably by early next week, and those will probably be gone by the end of next week.
I will be right back.
So
Yeah. And you know, Freddie, that's something you don't see a whole lot though. If you walk into a bait shop, you don't see planer boards.
No, a lot of them don't.
I mean, you'll see like those. Oh, what are the old school ones? What yellowbird?
Yellowbird or water bugs or something like that.
Yeah, the yellowbird. You'll see a yellowbird or two, but you got to know what you're looking for. And they and I can't remember. I think the yellowbirds, and I think I might have a set. I might have a set. But anyway, you could somehow or another you could spring the it had like a wire guide arm that came out of it, but you could spin it one way or the other and maybe reverse it to one side of the boat or not. But mostly they were used for live minnow, like live fishing for stripers or bass fishermen, and they're just too light to hold a catfish rig.
Yep. There are not too many local stores around here that have actual catfish planer boards.
That's right. And that's why they're flying off the shelf, because when people walk in, they see them, they go, oh, look. And then, you know, not a lot of people, I don't know. I'm still one of those old school people. I like to touch things, you know, pick it up off the shelf, look at it, hold it, you know, that kind of thing.
Well, and that's the great thing about CatCon. You can actually grab a hold, test out, hold every product that you could think of.
Mm-hmm. And you got to do a sign on the front of the table, Freddie. You got to take my saying and put it on the front of the table. Hold it, feel it, buy it.
Yep, pretty much. That's I know Danny said when he broke it, it was his fault. He would have broke a 2x4. But you know
what?
Like we say, I can't be like Mad Cats and Catch a Fever and give you a 1 year, 5 year lifetime warranty because I'm just not that big of a company yet. So we do our 90 days, no questions asked, and then we do another 90 days on top of that. If any manufacturer defects of basically 6 months, we take care of it and replace it, pretty much replace it regardless. And, whether it's your fault or somebody else's fault, that first 90 days, we still replace it. Just like Danny said, he broke it in the car door and I asked him, did he want me to send him one? He goes, no, I'll bring the broken one to CatCon. He brought the broken one to CatCon. I handed him a brand new one.
There you go.
Absolutely. And there's Michael saying we use them for walleye. Yeah, that's up out where he's at and up where we are. That was a big walleye fishing. They used to use them a lot for that. And trout, lake trout, they'd use them for that. Yeah. I want to get some of the smaller ones for some crappie fishing and some, I think they'll work great for like some white perch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, people have asked, what colors can I do? Pretty much if they make a yoga block in that color, we can make it because the EGA foam on 99.9% of your planer boards out there, whether they're the round ones, the square ones, or like the ones we do, they're basically a 3x9 yoga block that we cut down. But we take a lot more time on ours, and we do all the grooves ourselves in house, from the front to the top to the back. So that's a medium. But as far as colors, we can do pretty much any color. like I said, we just shipped out an order for a guy yesterday that he had ordered a set of blue mediums and a set of green mediums, and then turned around the day before yesterday and ordered one more set, and he wanted one more of each. So what we did was we made one green and one blue in the set.
Yeah.
So that way he's got 3 blue boards and 3 green boards, because he'll pull blue on one side and green on the other side, so he can pull 6 boards. So we can mix match. We can do 2 different colors if you want, or we can do pretty much any color out there. Ask Austin. He ordered red ones. I had to order red foam because we don't regularly carry red. And, it takes a day or 2 to get it in. We order it through one of our suppliers or through Amazon, whoever's going to get it to us quickest, and we'll get on it as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they probably
fantastic job.
They probably would work great during the hickory shad run, or they probably work great for skipjack. But
yep.
Thank you. That's right. Use code 2stands10 out there for 10% off at FOAcustomsandgear.com. The link is out in the description. You can also use Fever 10, TSW 10, Feel the Water 10. There's a bunch of them. But of course, it's my show tonight, so I hope you use code 2stands10.
Yeah, so he's got hooks and hammocks, his pro staff. Mike Greenwell, I think, is pro staff.
Hammocks 10.
On my flag here, we have all of our pro staff listed on our flag.
Hold on a second.
So we've got Brian B. Catfishing. We've got Mike Greenwell. We got Team Snag and Whiskers. We got Fishing Fever. Down here at the bottom, everybody knows that one logo.
Oh, yeah.
KP Strong. KP Strong. He's an honorary FOA pro staff member. He'll always be part of us. You got Chris and Telly Hooks and Hammocks, 2 Stands Fishing, Fills the Water, J Dog, and his lovely wife Tara. So all our pro staff, and that's our flag for CatCon. But as far as the boards, everybody knows your typical big boards that size. Let's see. Let me grab one of these, and we'll show you the size difference real quick so people can see it. This one ain't even made yet. Look, throw it in there so you see. So this purple is our regular 9.5 by 5.5, and then this is the medium. I had to think about the sizes, which is a little bit smaller, which is 8.25 by 4.5 by 4, and then you've got the smalls, which are 7 by 3. So as you can see, there's 3 different sizes, and every one of these foams we have to cut. The big foam is actually 3 inches thick. Well, if you look at the medium, that's about 2.5. So we have to actually cut it down before we can even shape it. And if you look at the smalls, it's 2 inches tall. So we got to do a lot of cutting when we make our foam. So it takes a while. People don't understand that boards take a lot to make them, especially when you're doing your own foam in-house. So,
well, I will say this about the smaller planer boards. I fish with 7-inch boards. They absolutely work really well. They'll work a whole lot better than you'll ever imagine. But if you get a 2-pound fish or even a pound catfish on that board it'll show it to you. It'll show it to you that fish is there. You could, if you're out there, fishing for 100, big fish or whatever, you want to definitely go with the bigger planer boards. But if you're fishing a lake or something like I do all the time, and you can get on that 7-inch board, and it absolutely is a phenomenal board.
And I think that's the thing that Freddie's trying to do, and he's doing a pretty good job of it, is that, for some of us like us here, we primarily are using big baits, big hooks, big weights, targeting trophy size fish. Well, not everybody has that out there. Not everybody has that out there. So, you've got to kind of, he's trying to supply a little bit of something for everybody. And, it's not easy to have as a small business to get all those different products in, but I think he does a pretty good job of it. And, you see the different hook sizes, the different, some of the smaller tackle that's coming in now for panfish and crappie,
and all the different dragging weights he's making. He's making 8-ounce dragging weights for the rivers, and not talking like you're not here, Freddie, but we're just saying Look at him. But I mean, you know, and I fish with 1 ounce. You know, I'm fishing with 1 ounce, even 3/4 ounce dragon weights. And the way he makes those dragon weights is it's a
What time
work
is
of
it?
art, and it's a and
All right, great.
he does a really good job.
Yeah, I'm
And
gonna
it is
used to
9:08.
that.
It is time to jump over to Jodi's show, ain't it, Stan?
That's right. That's right. I got to get used to checking that time thing. You know, we get talking and I was having a good time here. But yes, Jody's show, it is on this you will be taken right over there as soon as we end it right here for anybody that's left. It's 21:22. Not tonight, not tonight. We're getting out of here. I got to go say hello to all the grandkids that showed up, and I know Freddie's probably got to get back to work. I think his hands uncramped a little bit, and uh, Freddie, appreciate you coming up. JG, anything you want to add tonight before we get out of here?
Get your weight up. Get your weight up.
Oh, and before I forget, hey, there it is. That John, thank you. The thumbnail for tonight, if you like that. Obviously, you know I can't do anything like that. That thumbnail tonight was from Real Time Catfishing.
It
So
was
thank you, John.
fantastic thumbnail.
Look,
Yeah, I love it. I
that
love it.
logo right there is too.
So
John
thank you,
Parker helped
John.
us out with that.
Thank you for all the help you give everybody with that stuff. We all appreciate it. Uh, and don't forget S3. It's SS3 Fishing, but Stan 3's channel. Don't forget to check him out. He's getting going on his own channel there. We're still doing both, but for those times when he's out by himself and doing some other things, so he's
It's a
gonna have
good
his own
thing.
channel there. So make sure you check him out. And we also dropped the Cal boot video
Yeah, saw
earlier
that. It was
today.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Stan 3 did that video, so appreciate that, son. So yeah, check that out for the Cal boots. John sent me a video. John Parker sent me a video with his Cal boots on. So
Did he?
I cannot show that up here on the screen. But with
I'm
that
sure.
being
I'm sure
said,
he was walking to the mailbox.
nope, wouldn't have been able to walk out the mailbox.
Oh no.
That's right. The code is in the video. It's in underneath. So if you're gonna buy some, if you check them out, I love these boots. They also have hunting boots. They've got a bunch of different. We've got the deck boots, and they are just comfortable. We wear them all the time. But the code is out in the description on that video. So with that being said, we are jumping out of here. We'll see y'all Sunday morning. Deuces.